The 2024 NFL season may not have been the most memorable for the New England Patriots in terms of wins and losses, but it still delivered a major milestone that Patriots fans can be proud of. For the first time in a little while, New England has earned a spot in the NFL's top 100 player rankings. And while this year might have only yielded a single representative for the team, the selection is both well-deserved and telling of where this roster could be heading. The name, Christian Gonzalez, cornerback, lockdown defender, and now officially recognized by his peers as one of the league's very best, cracking the list at number 84. Now, let's make this clear. This isn't just some media list where analysts and pundits sit in a room and throw around names. This is the list that the players vote on. Guys who go to war every Sunday. Guys who know what it takes to shine on the field. So when they vote you into the top 100, that means something. It's earned. It means you've left an impression on your opponents. And Christian Gonzalez, even in limited action due to injury, made it absolutely impossible to ignore his presence when he was on the field. When you watched him play, even early in the season before he got hurt, it was obvious. He wasn't just holding his own out there. He was taking on the toughest assignments. Every game, Gonzalez was lined up against the other team's #1 receiver. No hiding, no help, just man-to-man island football. That's rare for a young corner, let alone a rookie, and that's exactly why he's already being discussed as one of the rising stars at the position. You could see it in how offenses started game planning around him. Teams knew they had to be aware of where number 6 was at all times. He had that kind of effect, and the respect he's earned around the league is growing fast. Take Marlon Humphrey, one of the most respected corners in the game. He praised Gonzalez's closing speed, saying it was next level. And that's coming from a player who knows exactly what elite looks like. Gonzalez has the size to match up against big-bodied receivers like Marvin Harrison Jr., but he's also got the burst to hang with speed demons like Tyreek Hill. That combination of size, speed, and instincts is what makes him so dangerous. He's not just one of those corners who relies on athleticism. He plays smart, disciplined football. And it's not just corners noticing. Cardinals tight end Trey McBride mentioned how Gonzalez was a major part of their game plan leading into their matchup. They knew they had to keep an eye on him. That's not something you hear about every young defensive back. But with Gonzalez, it's warranted. You're seeing a player who's starting to put himself in the conversation with some of the Patriots' legendary corners. Guys like Ty, Law, Stephon Gilmore, even Darrell Revers during his time in Foxborough. Now, Gonzalez still has a long way to go before he's in that elite tier, but the path is there. He's doing everything right, and the league is noticing. If he can stay healthy, there's every reason to believe he'll climb even higher on that list next year. Because the way these lists work, it's not just about talent, it's about consistency. And Gonzalez, when on the field, has been nothing short of elite. It's no longer just a projection, it's a reality. He's arrived. The Patriots have a true #1 cornerback once again. But of course, that raises the question, who's next? If the Patriots are going to keep building, who else on this roster could join Gonzalez in the NFL Top 100 in 2026? The honest answer is, it's a short list right now. You're probably not going to see any other Patriots names on the list this year. Stephon Diggs, as talented as he is, didn't make the cut this time. Drake May, the rookie quarterback with all the hype and potential, obviously wasn't going to make it just yet. But the door is open and wide open for next year. If Drake May performs the way many hope he will, and leads this team to a competitive season, maybe even a playoff push, there's every chance he can sneak into the bottom of that top 100 list next season. Just look at what Tua Tagovailoa did. He made the list even after a year with injuries and no playoff wins. That shows you that if the talent is undeniable and the numbers back it up, you're going to get noticed. And May, with all the tools at his disposal and the pressure of being the franchise quarterback, will absolutely be under the microscope. If he thrives, the league will notice. And if May is thriving, you better believe that Stephon Diggs will be right there with him. The two go hand in hand. A great season from the quarterback almost guarantees a resurgence for the star wideout. Diggs is still one of the most skilled route runners in football. He can still dominate when given the opportunity. If he and May can build chemistry and start connecting on big plays, there's a world where both are earning league-wide recognition a year from now. But they're not alone. There are two dark horse candidates that could surprise people. First is rookie offensive tackle Will Campbell. Now, starting at left tackle in the NFL as a rookie, that's as hard as it gets. You're facing elite edge rushers every single week. But if Campbell can hold his own, if he can protect the blind side and give May time to throw, he's going to get some attention. Offensive linemen don't often make the top 100, but when they do, it's because they're special. And Campbell will have every opportunity to prove he belongs. And then there's Trayvon Henderson. This second-round running back is already drawing some buzz as a potential breakout player. He's got speed, he's got vision, he's got that home run ability, the kind of back who can turn a basic run into a 60-yard highlight. If he racks up close to 1,000 yards rushing and adds another 300 receiving plus a handful of touchdowns, you're going to see people start putting him on their radar. Think about the impact Devon Achane had for Miami last year. Henderson could follow that same blueprint. So the pieces are there. The talent is emerging, and while Christian Gonzalez is the only name representing the Patriots in the top 100 for now, the future looks like it could bring more names into that conversation. Of course, before any of that happens, the team has to survive training camp. And this year's camp is shaping up to be one of the most competitive in recent memory. It kicks off officially on July 25th, but the battles are already being drawn. We know who the quarterback is. We know who the backup is. The running backs is going to be a split between Ramondre Stevenson and Trayvon Henderson. That's pretty much locked in. The tight end group is set. The offensive line, aside from some depth battles, is mostly figured out. But wide receiver? That's a different story. That's where things get spicy. Outside of Stephon Diggs and Pop Douglas, everything else is wide open. Right now, there are over 10 receivers on the roster. Realistically, 6, maybe 7 will make the final 53. So that means at least a few of these guys are fighting for their football lives. Matt Collins was brought in for a reason, and with the money he's making, you expect him to be on the field. He's probably your third guy to start the season. Then you've got the rookie, Jalen Polk. High upside, high expectations. He'll need to earn his reps, but you know the team wants him to develop quickly. From there, it gets complicated. KENDRICK BOURNE is coming off an injury and trying to work his way back, but the numbers just aren't in his favor. With the depth on this roster, on the youth movement in full swing, it's tough to see him making the final cut unless he really flashes in camp. Maybe he becomes trade bait. Maybe a team offers a 6th or 7th round pick and takes a shot. Keyshawn Bout is another name to watch. He showed some flashes, and there's definitely a higher ceiling there. If the Patriots decide to keep 7 receivers, Bout could be that 7th guy. And then there's someone like TJ Luther or Kawan Baker trying to force their way into the mix. Every rep counts. Every special team snap counts. That's how tight the competition is going to be. But perhaps the biggest question mark is Jalen Polk. The team clearly likes him. They drafted him high. But if he starts dropping passes in camp, the leash will be short. They want him to succeed. They want him to be part of the future, but he's going to have to earn it. The opportunity is there, and now it's about execution. And that same intensity is going to be mirrored on the defensive side of the ball, especially at safety. That's the position group to really keep your eye on. Christian Barmore and the defensive tackles are locked in. The edge rotation looks solid. Linebackers have their roles. And the cornerback duo of Gonzalez and Carlton Davis could be one of the better ones in the AFC. But safety? That's where the competition gets real. You got Jabril Peppers and Kyle Duggar leading the way. Peppers has been grinding and looks ready to reclaim a bigger role. Duggar, when healthy, is a force. But after those two, it's a wide open race. Craig Woodson, a higher draft pick, probably has the edge. Brendan Schooler is an absolute lock thanks to his special teams dominance. He's an all-pro for a reason. That leaves a handful of guys fighting for 1 or 2 spots. Hawkins, Epps, Pettis. It's tight, and with Marte Mapu moving more into a linebacker role, that opens up space, but only just a little. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors are swirling around the New England Patriots as news breaks that wide receiver KENDRICK BOURNE has been released from the team. This unexpected move has already sparked a wave of criticism targeting the management, raising questions about the direction the franchise is headed. Bourne, known for his reliable hands and clutch plays, had become a steady contributor in the Patriots offense, making his sudden departure all the more surprising to fans and analysts alike. Insiders suggest that the decision to cut Bourne may be part of a broader shakeup in the Patriots roster strategy, but critics argue it could backfire. Many believe the team is losing a valuable piece of its offensive puzzle just as the competition in the league intensifies. Some pundits are questioning whether the management is prioritizing short-term cost savings over building a cohesive and effective squad, which could jeopardize the team's performance in the upcoming season. Adding fuel to the fire, social media has exploded with Patriots fans voicing their frustration and disappointment. The consensus among many supporters is that releasing Bourne sends a negative message about the team's commitment to maintaining a competitive edge. There are also murmurs about internal disagreements within the Patriots front office, with some suggesting that this move is a symptom of deeper instability. On the flip side, there's speculation that this roster adjustment might open opportunities for younger talent or new acquisitions, potentially refreshing the team's dynamics. Still, the timing and abruptness of Bourne's release have left many wondering if the Patriots management has fully thought through the implications. As the story develops, all eyes will be on the Patriots' next moves. Will they manage to fill the void left by Bourne effectively, or will this decision mark the beginning of a tumultuous period for the franchise? Only time will tell, but for now, the whispers and critiques continue to grow louder in the aftermath of Kendrick Bourne's surprising exit. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.